YouTube, what's going on? This preacher. Yeah, so it's Karen. And we are broken down, y'all. This is my first breakdown on the side of the road. This is my first breakdown. Yep. First breakdown. So, all the other times, my truck was always got me back home. Never had to get a tow. But now I broke down 40 miles away from my stop. Yeah, I broke down 40 miles away from my delivery. Yeah, it's one of those type of things, man. And I just got my truck out the shop, you know. Just got my truck out the shop. And it then broke down on me. So what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. My transmission then went out. I heard two big knocks, bloom, bloom. And then a whole bunch of cling, 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 cling. And it got thrown out of gear. And you just hear the grinding, all the grinding noise. I'm like, man. So I only have my low gear. But going, 3 miles an hour ain't gonna get me nowhere. So I got a tow truck coming. Now, the only good thing about this is I'm actually 45 minutes, not 45, well, actually, yeah, 45 minutes, but 45 miles away from my house, 36 miles away from my mechanic shop. So I got a tow truck coming out, and they finna tow me to my mechanic shop. And I called him this nice Sunday morning, and yes, of course, he can go ahead and get me a transmission in it. So I had a 9-speed, so I'm gonna go from a 9-speed to a 10-speed. I'm gonna get a 10-speed transmission put in it. So and I got a couple other little stuff like my piston coolers is leaking. I got 2 of them that's leaking, that the O-rings then fell up in them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just replace all 6 of my piston coolers or piston jets. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace those. Now I was taking it to get a wash because it was inside the shop and I had all that black around my muffler from the old one. So yeah, so I was go ahead and get that done, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a new clutch. So I'm replacing the transmission. I'm gonna go ahead and get a new clutch put on it as well. Rear main seal. Do all that kind of good stuff with the transmission and stuff. And while he got the transmission out and everything, where he can really get up under there, I'm gonna just replace a whole bunch of air fittings and stuff like that too. So I might as well go ahead and get that done. Yeah. So my last repair cost $1,800, right? For all those the fuel stuff, the muffler, and the wire harness. The wire harness was the most expensive because the wire harness itself was $686 just for the wire harness alone. It just the parts and stuff like that. So I just spent 18 with that, plus the 2,300 I paid for my car engine. Okay, this all was last week now, and now I have to get a new transmission put up in there, along with the clutch, the rear main seal. The rear main seal is not that much in parts, and then the coolers, the piston jets or coolers, they're not nothing but like $7.50 each. So that's not it. The transmission is the most expensive thing, and like he said, he actually can do it all in one day and things like that. But so I'm finna come out the pocket for that, and you got to be ready for these big ticket items. I know y'all hear that a lot from owner ops, but you really do. You got to be ready. I just was down a whole week. I was down with my truck because of parts. Okay, so I lost all that money, my money for the week. All right, so I lost $6,300. Now I just did 2 loads. All right, one load for $800, the other load for $725. Okay, so those loads that I normally would do, normally only would do one of them to get me up to like $7,000 for the week, but I did 2 because I didn't run all week long, trying to get some of this money back from the money that I spent. So yeah, so I got probably like an hour left for the tow truck to come get me. So, and then I still got to wait on the transmission to get there. So I don't know what I might do. I might just rent me a truck. Now y'all say, why rent a truck? Well, again, I done spent over $4,000 already. Spent like $4,100 already, and I wasn't down. So now I finna spend another $5,000 I finna spend again, and then still be down another week. So that's a lot of money coming out and no money coming in. All right, that's a lot of money going out but no money coming in, and I'd rather rent myself a truck and be working while my truck is getting fixed, because you never know how long it's gonna be for this for the transmission to get in. It may be a whole nother week or 2 weeks before they even get the transmission in. So then what I'm supposed to be down for 2 more weeks and still not making no money and still got to pay this here money. I got bills. Okay, yeah, I got a little money saved up, but I don't got that kind of money saved up just to be out of work for like 3 weeks and come out that amount of money too. So that's insane, because I still gonna need money when I come back out, just in case something else happens, because you never know when things is gonna happen. So you have to be ready. And I'd rather pay $750. Y'all already checked. $750 per week I'd rather pay. And then I'm gonna get myself a sleeper at that. I'm not gonna rent myself a day cab. I'm gonna rent me a sleeper so I can go out there a little bit, so I can make, maximize my money, make a little bit more money. So that's what I do. I rent myself a sleeper truck so I can just make a little bit more money. To me, that makes a little bit more sense while I'm out here. So I'll go ahead and do that. Just rent me one. But yeah, man. Then broke down, man. Transmission blew up. You just hear out of here, bah, bah, clank, 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 clank. And here we go. I'm like, oh Lord. There we go. That's it. I already knew what time it was. Then I get out with the engine running. I'm looking at my drive shaft. It's just shaking like crazy. I get underneath the truck. I'm looking. I'm like, oh yeah, transmission shaking. I'm just like, oh, there you go. You know, it is what it is kind of thing, man. It is what it is. So at least when I got this in a truck that I'm gonna be renting, you know, I'm not finna go away out there. I'm still gonna do regional and stuff like that. But I'll probably just stay out until my truck get ready, and then I come back in. You know, just maximize my money and everything like that. I mean, I'm like first breakdown. I was trying to do everything to prevent it. You know, keeping up with my truck. Always, soon as I hear something or soon as something go wrong, you know, I go ahead and fix my truck. You know, always trying to do that. You know, get it done. You know, I don't want my truck being down. If I see a problem, if I hear a problem, I go ahead and just get it fixed. You know, but again, you only can prepare for everything else. That's the only thing you can do. You only can prepare for it. You know, and be ready for, so when it does go, you could be ready for it. Like I said, it's a lot of money. I mean, the $2,300 for my personal car, you know, that don't have nothing to do with business, but that's still money come out my pocket though. You know, so you got to include it because it's still money coming out my pocket. So I kind of like I have to include it because I still had to pay the $2,300 last week. Well, this week. Well, today's Sunday, so it is last week. So I still had to pay it, you know. So if I still got to pay, I still got to count it. But yeah, I try to get over as much as possible. I mean, yeah, I got my triangles out like I'm supposed to, and the correct distance too. All right, and the correct distance. I got them all out. So yeah, this is what I call my first major breakdown. First major breakdown, man. Karen, oh yeah, her legs. It's like one of those type of things, man. Ugh. Look at that. Y'all see that? 44 miles to the destination. 44 miles. Almost made it. I rather would have made it before I broke down. You know, I mean, at least let me offload this load because I still got a load I got to worry about too. But I'm gonna get the truck on Monday, and when I do get the truck, I gotta get a ELD for the truck from the company and stuff like that too. So maybe I got to do the ELD, or maybe I still could do paper logs. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, but I'll find out tomorrow on how I'm gonna do that and stuff like that. So, and I got to put insurance on the truck and get a tag on the truck too. Okay, and y'all say, well, why do that? Don't they come with that? No. See, I got a hookup. Okay, I got a hookup. So that's why I don't have to worry about no, all this extra money and everything coming all out. I got a real hookup on it and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do, man. That's what I'm going to do. Just rent me a truck so I still can run a little bit. Cause that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money coming out at one time. Just spent $4,000 in 1 week. And now this happened on a Sunday. I got the truck back on a Friday. Then now on the Sunday, this didn't happen. And now it's going to come out another $6,000. Especially if it's like $6,000. It's $6,000. That's $10,000 in less than 2 weeks. We're not making no money. So I'm not finna do that. So I'm gonna rent me a truck. But all right, man, just wanted y'all to know what was going on. I'll talk to y'all later.